and welcome to Steampunk Abyss, Devlog number 13. Lucky number, I guess. So a lot has changed. First of all, I've got a new editing software I'm super excited to use. So the videos are going to get a lot more interesting formatting-wise. I've got some good suggestions from some of the community and another developer, Elite Games, who I covered in one of my other videos. His project is pretty sick. Dungeon Slayer, I suggest you check it out if you got time. It's a really good project. So I'm going to be taking some suggestions. I'm doing the format, because now with my new editing software, I can do all the bad editing. Okay, so let's jump into it. The first thing I'm going to show is the tutorial. So this is very rough. Very, very, very rough. But it does give the general sense of what I'm going to be doing with this tutorial. I want you guys to learn the basic mechanics. I took some time to watch some people play of different skill levels in video games in general to kind of figure out what issues I had. Now, there's a couple I knew about. For example, shooting when you're standing close to a wall. I can't show you just yet, so let's open this door. This will teach you how to interact. Oh yeah, you don't have any. I don't have a weapon equipped. Okay, now. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, now we have a weapon. So this is going to be a tutorial. I haven't got any of the text in, so it's still very rough. Particles aren't working for one reason or another. But this week I took the time to get some people to play the game. Some people, so I could watch them. Some people that were good at video games. Some people that, have played, enough to be, relatively decent. And I had my youngest sister as well, just to kind of, you know, see somebody who hasn't really gotten any video games. So that's still a glitch. It should just stay black. It should turn black the first time. I did notice some. I mean, there's been some problems that I've known about for a while. For example, shooting near a wall. I'm working on getting that fixed. Hopefully in the next couple days. So from now on, I'm going to be releasing the builds on Wednesday instead of on the same day as the video. That gives me a little bit more time to fix some glitches that pop up in these videos on occasion. So I'm going to be trying to get this fixed by Wednesday so that when you shoot near a wall, it actually will keep firing. I have a few ideas how to do that. So this is the main purpose of this tutorial is to teach the interactions I realized people tended to have the hardest time getting used to when I was doing it from all levels. Specifically, the arm switching was the one that, and the boost was the one people seem to forget. Now, as you'll notice, the particles don't work in the tutorial. So I'm going to teach people how to do basic shooting, basic combat. Picking up gears, and then you'll have to come up here. You can't get that, and that's when it'll teach you how to. Woohoo! And then the door opens. So it'll teach you how to switch arms. That's going to be very important as a mechanic. I'm probably going to change the key it's bound to, because right now that seems to be a problem. People don't like the key that it's bound to. And here we actually have one of the new enemy types, a variance actually of an already existing enemy. You guys, if you have watched before, Steampunk Abyss is a looter, and this is one of our common enemy, well, uncommon enemies. He's one of the rare, bigger, harder to beat enemies in the game. But he is turned to stone. That's actually a shader I added this week, and I'm pretty happy about it. I like it. That will also be a status effect you can apply. So as you get to there, he comes to life, exit gets destroyed. There'll be a bit of text. So when you first play this, I don't have the story part of this yet, but you'll be playing as Dax. This is how this tutorial will be, how she was injured, how in the abyss. So this is how she lost her arm, and this is a big character moment, so there will be a lot of story involved, and it's to get you guys into the world of Steampunk Abyss. Now there's a lot of polish to go into that. I don't have any of the dialogue set up, but that will hopefully be in the next week or two, and I'm going to set it up so that if you don't have a file yeah, then it will play that. You know, if it's your first time in, it will play the tutorial. Resetting it will probably also reset that, but that's just until we don't need the reset button. Okay, I'm gonna equip. Oh, because it shares the same data folder. That's why. Now let's jump into the Abyss to see some of the changes I made there. And the first thing you're gonna notice right away, if you've been following, is the tile set is completely different. So this week I added in, I finally got this in to show off. I finally got it polished enough that I can show you guys. So each level will have a different theme. This is going to be our mineshaft theme. Now it's not completely finished. But I think it's enough to get you guys the basic idea. Now this is using our regular terrain generation, our regular dungeon. Oh, I also increased the chance of getting blueprints again by about 2 times. I'm probably gonna raise it more because it's still pretty rare. Anyways, so I actually did a new dungeon generation method this week that makes these more open rooms that generate. Oh, new enemy type. This is one of the things I was hoping to show you, the mages. Now, I gotta give credit to Lilibud. He did most of this code. I did edit it a little bit just to fit into the game. I still haven't heard if he's joining our team officially. I hope so. But that's just a temporary graphic that I added. And I also added the behavior of bullets going through walls to give them a little bit more of a danger factor, a little bit more interesting for combat. Anyways, I was talking about terrain generation. I came up with a new method of generation. And now we can do walls, our room-based generation. So I was at FanX. I got to talk to some people in the game. I got to attend a lot of really awesome panels from writers, from especially, that's what I was kind of focusing on. I had an aunt from out of town who was visiting us. That was a lot of fun. Haven't seen her for a while, so that was good. Woo. Uh, so no, these guys have gotten really annoying. The repair bots, but in a good way, in a good gameplay way. So at there, I was able to attend a lot of panels that I learned a lot about story structure and writing for different types of media. And I'm gonna be applying that hopefully soon with the tutorial. Okay, so I finally found one that's in a decent place to kind of show off what this does. So I actually really like this edition. This one isn't as well placed as some of them will be. I'm still working on where I want them to place and such, but I actually really enjoy this enemy. It's actually a trap, I guess. Ooh, crap. If I can kill this guy first. I'm gonna change these guys up. I think they fire too fast. Okay, there we go. So I think these enemies actually add quite a bit to the combat. A lot of times they appear in bigger rooms that have enemies, so you have to be. That's kind of a puzzle-ish type thing. You got to prioritize enemies, which is fairly standard. But this actually, I feel it's a lot of fun. I feel it's kind of unique. And one of the reasons I have in the tutorial a button to open the door is to teach you to interact with things, but as well to how to defeat these enemies. Now normally it shoots from 4 directions and you can't just walk up, but you can walk up to them. You work your way through that. You gotta take out enemies that are blocking you and such, and you can shut them off. You can turn them back on just for fun. I don't know why you would, but you can if you want to, if you so desire. So yeah, that's something I was super excited about to show you. That's about the major changes. I did work on the second boss. I'm not actually going to show you guys this boss because this boss has a huge narrative importance to the story. I'm trying to keep the story fresh, so I'm not going to be. I'm going to share the basic intro stuff, but I don't want the in-depth stuff to be given away. I don't want it to be spoiled for you guys. And since the second boss is a huge narrative plot point to the whole thing, I'm not going to be showing you guys how it plays. I might show you guys an image of him, show off his sprite and some of the art, but I'm not going to be showing you guys how he plays, because that's a very important bit of story. So that's about it for this week. Have a great day.